Yo, this your boy Taz the Artist, and I'm back with another video for you. And today, man, y'all see the title down below, you feel me? You know, this is going to be a story time about my college experience from 2013 to 2019, you feel me? And it will be a part 2 to this, you know. And I want to know how y'all doing today, you feel me? I know it's been a minute since I put out my last video, you feel me, which I'm going to put it up here on the screen, you feel me, for you guys to go to it later or whatever, you know. And you know, I just want to let y'all know I'm doing good, you feel me, I'm doing okay, you know what I'm saying. You know, it's a little situation, you know, I just went through, you know what I'm saying, but you know, I just overcame it, you know what I'm saying. I'm not going to go into too much detail, you know, because this is not today's video for that, you feel me. But I'm going to talk to you guys, especially the seniors that's in high school, that's about to go to college, you know what I'm saying. I just want to tell y'all my experience, you know what I'm saying. And I am the first out my family to graduate from college, you feel me. And I'm going to dive in, you feel me. I'm just going to dive in about where I went, you know what I'm saying, how many years I was there, just my whole college experience, you know. And I'm going to start off, if y'all new to the channel, you know, like, comment, subscribe down below, you feel me. And please comment what videos y'all want to see. But I definitely want to make this video, you know what I'm saying, to all the seniors that's out there that's about to go to college, you know. And I'm going to say this too, man, I know college is not for everybody, you feel me. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted a education, you know what I'm saying. So but I'm gonna dive into it. I graduated from high school in 2013, and I went straight into college that fall, you feel me. And I went to Columbia College, Chicago, you know, downtown. You know, I was studying acting and filmmaking, you feel me. But before I got into filmmaking, I was studying acting, and I was trying to do something with music, but I had took a management class, you feel me. So I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna tell y'all, like, man, like, after I graduated, you know, I had got me a little job that summer. It made me some money, you feel me. And then after that, I went straight into college. You know, I stayed in the dorms. You know, I was a freshman, of course. You know, and it's just, you know, I remember the first day I moved in, and it was these people. But before I moved in, I was on Twitter, you know what I'm saying, and you know, I used this hashtag, you know, CCC17, and a lot of people was going to Columbia. They was following me, I was following them just off this hashtag. And I met this person, I ain't gonna say his name. I'm just calling him D. D, you know, I met him off of Twitter, man. Me and him was talking about, you know, he sing and stuff, you know, I rap and everything. We started taking music classes together and all type of stuff. And I remember, you know, me and him was talking on Twitter for like, what, maybe a month or two, like the whole summer, something like that. You know, I'm not gonna remember everything, y'all, so just bear with me. But I remember when I first saw him in person, I was actually moving in on campus. And tell me why. I guess I caught him off guard, but I called his name. You know, I ran up to him, you know, to shake his hand. I was like, hey, man, you know, it's me, you know, it's Taz, you know, whoa, whoa. And he was just acting like he didn't know me. You feel me? And it was crazy, you feel me, the first day, you know. And I was very excited, so I'm like, man, like, this is my first year of college, you know, I'm moving on campus, I'm gonna have roommates, you know what I'm saying. And when I went to Columbia College, Chicago, I stayed in these lofts. It's called Plymouth. You know, it's these lofts. It was pretty, like, a little bit old fashioned, but it was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? When I moved in there, and you know, I had, how many roommates I had? 1, 2, 3. It was 4 of us. It was two and two. It was 2 in one room, 2 in another room. You know what I'm saying? And we had a kitchen. It's like when you walk in, you know, it's a little hallway, and then off to the right. I would say off to the right, you know, there's a room right there, the kitchen, and the other one's right there. And then straight ahead was a window, and there was a TV on the wall. You know what I'm saying? And the bathroom's like right next to the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? So, but when I was there, you know, I'm gonna go back to the D person. You know, I saw him before I moved in, before I started going upstairs and everything. And he didn't want to talk. So I'm like, oh, okay. I said, and I told him, like, we'll get up. I hit him up. He's like, oh, okay. He walked off, like, kind of like, it's just, I guess I caught him off guard, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But but it was whatever. I was just happy to be there. The first day to move in to the dorms. I moved in, set everything up. I met my roommates, and I met their parents. Stuff like that. It was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? And two of my roommates was from, I believe, Kentucky, and the other one, I believe he was from L.A. He was from somewhere, I can't remember, y'all. But we all got along. You know what I'm saying? We start asking, like, what type of classes you got. What time's your class, this and that. It was pretty cool. The first day. So, at Columbia, we have this thing called, I think it's called convocation. So, like, it's the first day, we all meet up in this park. They have, like, little events, food, stuff like that. And, they would give speeches about the year, have your creative posse and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. After the first day, I started going to the classes. I forgot what classes I had, you know what I'm saying? But I was living downtown Chicago, you know what I'm saying? I was really excited. I had a meal plan when I had moved into the dorms. I had a meal plan, and it's the dining hall. I forgot the name of it. But it was really cool. But, they have certain hours where they open, you know what I'm saying? So, I went there, if I was hungry at night or if I want to get a snack and... but it was in a whole other building that was shared with the other colleges like Robert Morris and DePaul's, stuff like that. So, man, I used it wisely. You know what I'm saying? My first, I can't remember all the classes that I have. I really can't remember, man. It was so long ago. It's almost damn near about 10 years ago. So I can't remember back too much, but my experience was cool. You know what I'm saying? The teachers that I had, Columbia College Chicago is an art school. So, for music, dancing, art, just, the fashion industry, just everything that deals with the liberal arts and everything, multimedia, and when I was there, I had a good time, you know what I'm saying? My first year, I was very antisocial. I wasn't mingling with a lot of people, and, but, because, I ain't really trust people like that, but I met a friend, I ain't gonna, I'm gonna call him something else. You know what I'm saying? Confidentiality purposes. But I'll call him Jordan. I'm gonna call him Jordan. Jordan. Man, me and Jordan met. You know what I'm saying? It was real cool. This and that. We had similar classes. He was going there for music. I was going there for acting and stuff like that. He was my right hand man. You feel me? And like we hit it off quick. You know what I'm saying? I showed him that I rap. He was like, oh yeah, I rap too, this and that, yada yada. Because he did a project. It was a project he did. I'm gonna shut this off. But it was like a rap. It was like a rap project he did for this class, for one of the class assignments. And I showed him that I rap. This was like beginning of the semester. And and we just started, we just clicked. I was telling him, I ain't had my father in my life, ain't had cause I was rapping stuff about my father, this and that. I be in my life and how I was. And we connected and we just became friends. But we started hanging out all the time. I ain't gonna lie, I partied my first year. You know what I'm saying? I was still doing my schoolwork and stuff like that, but I partied so much. And I realized that I was slipping, in some of my classes because of the party. But so and I know I had to get on my stuff, you feel me? And while I was there, we all went to, it's this thing called Black Student Union. And, I said, yeah, I like stuff like that, let me check it out, see what it is, And I went there, I was moved by it, at first I was moved by it, about the political stuff that's going on in our communities, the violence and stuff like that, what we need to do. And it was pretty cool, man, but, I introduced myself. Jordan got me out of my element. You feel me? Because he was like, man, you so antisocial, man, and you don't want to go out. Man, he said, come on, pop out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I did go to the parties. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I partied a lot. I even went to parties outside of campus. You feel me? It's cool to party, but still stay on your schoolwork. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, overall, when I was there, you know, I took, I know I took intro to management. I took some acting classes. I took, you know, I can't remember all the classes, but the teachers are in the industry for real. You know what I'm saying? And one of my teachers, she was on the Poltergeist 3 movie. She was in the Poltergeist 3 movie, and it was really dope. She showed us. I was like, whoa. And she played in Chicago Fire in the episode when I think Dawson was going to take her test. She handed her papers or whatever. You know, that's my teacher. You know, that was my acting teacher and stuff. And, you know, I had a great time my first year. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I didn't do so at the end of the semester. You know, I was just, you know, I passed. You know what I'm saying? You know, but my second year, you know, I started off with like a bang. You feel me? I started off with a bang. Because I was like, man, last year, you know, I'm like, I passed, but I almost didn't pass. But so now, like, you know, and you know, it's just a lot of stuff happened when I was in college. But you know, but I would say, you know, just stay focused. You know, your first year, please. You know, it's cool to party, but don't party a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just stay focused. You know, and you know, but yeah. So you know, that's what happened. You know, in college. You know, that's what I was doing. You know, and some weekends I went home to go see my mom, my aunt. You know, and tell them, you know, how my week was going. You know, some like it'd be like maybe every other weekend I'll go back home. You know, because I had lived in the suburbs at the time. So you know, I would catch the red line to 95th, and then my mom picked me up, and I'll go back to the suburbs. You know, yeah, you know, or sometimes I would take like the metro train. You know, out to like the suburbs or something. My mom would pick me up. So, you know, like my first year, you know, I didn't do a whole lot, you know, but I was introducing myself to other different clubs and stuff like that. And my second year, wasn't my second year, but after like the partying, stuff with the classes and stuff, and I really, I was looking for a job, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, damn, I couldn't do certain stuff, and because I ain't had no money in my pocket. I mean, I had money in my pocket from my mom and my auntie. But I was like, you know, I need a job, you know, while I'm going to school. I tried to do work study. I couldn't get that for some reason. I don't remember. I don't know why. I don't know if I wasn't taking, or I wasn't qualified. It was something like that. I just couldn't do it. I don't know why. I was trying to get a job and everything, and you know, during school that didn't work out too well for me, you know. But my second year, you know, came. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, first, you know, semester, you know, first year, you know. I did a lot of partying, you know what I'm saying? But my second year came, you know, because I was at Columbia for 2 years, you know what I'm saying? I was up there for 2 years at first, you know. And my second year, I started doing better. I started going to more. I still went to parties, but I still did my work. I do my work first, then go to parties. You know, I started moving better. You know, I mean, your freshman year, you're going to party, this and that, if you're a party person. But, like, you know, my second year, I started getting on the ground. I'm still going to parties, but my priorities was first, you know. Then I go to the parties, you know, and you know, I had a really good time, you know, my second year. You know what I'm saying? I went to parties, I went to events, I even did my first show, like I think my first year, you know, my first rap show with my friend Jordan. You feel me? You know, it was pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? And my second year, you know, I think I did a show the first day. I think it was like an open performance for rappers on the campus and stuff like that. And I did that, you know, and you know, I had got a lot of feedback. I had a song called Mirrors. It's not on there. It's not on. It used to be on SoundCloud. It's not on SoundCloud no more. But the video, I think the video is still on YouTube. So, but yeah, I did that, performed that. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of good feedback with that song. It was about bullying and suicide and stuff like that. But you know, but I'm gonna say, like, in college, you know what I'm saying, and like I met people, but then I met people offline too when I used to talk to them online. And when you meet them, trying to work with them and network, it was just not good. It was just trash. You know, people just didn't want to. People just was really fake. You know what I'm saying? Like when I went to Columbia College, Chicago, man, I was only there for about 2 years, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I dropped out. after my second year because it was just too expensive and I didn't want to keep putting myself in debt. Because college is expensive, you know. Tuition at Columbia was like 10 grand, you know, and then, you know, everything was paid for me. Like my classes, my books, everything. It's just the dorms was high as hell. Like I was like, man. But that's why I wanted to go. I wanted to go to art school. I wanted to pursue my dreams in the arts. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to let y'all know that you know, overall, like, you know, I met some cool people, talented people, but people, like, you know, when you go to art school, you know, if you go to art school, you know, people are very uppity. They think they're better than you. They think, you know, they just act fake. It was a lot of fake people that I went to Columbia with. It's crazy. And I guess people, you know, I like, you know, even Black Student Union, you know, Black Student Union messed with me and Jordan's music a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know, they always was supportive. You know, but you know, I was a person that had anger problems. You feel me? But I always put my anger into my music, and they was even talking stuff about me, Black Student Union, to one of my to Jordan, and Jordan was like, that's just who he is. You know, he expressing himself on, you know, the stuff he been through, this and that, yada 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 yada. So, but they was talking mad stuff about me, man. I ain't gonna say no names, but they was talking a lot of mad stuff about me, and I feel like this: if you standing for Black Power, Black Beauty, and unity, like why you couldn't come to me and ask me like why I'm the way I am in my music, this and that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I don't get that. Why go to the person that's closest to me? You know what I'm saying? That's just cowardness. You feel me? But I ain't gonna get into that. But I'm gonna say like in college, man, like really, like I would say like, you know, I had good and bad times. You know, I'm not going to get too much into the bad times, but I had good times. Like, my teachers were great. You know what I'm saying? They were in the industry. It's just, like, my college experience at Columbia, it was cool, but it wasn't so cool. Like, a lot of people was cool. You know, I still talk to maybe, like, a couple of people from Columbia. I got a good friend named, I'm going to just say his name, man. He already know who it is, Heartless. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a lot of people I still don't talk to, you know, some people just fake, you know, and people just weird, you know what I'm saying? When you go to art school, it's way different to me than a university in a way, you know what I'm saying? So, but honestly, I was only there 2 years, you know, like I said, you know, I was thinking about, I wanted to graduate from there, but it was just too much money, you feel me? But, like I said, I had good and bad times there. Columbia College was cool, you know, but I dropped out. It was too much money. What else? It just the networking wasn't always so great. You know, it's just people say they would want to work with you, they didn't want to work, or you tried to work with them, they didn't want to work with you. Or it just people just think they was better than you. That's just what it was when I was in art school downtown Chicago at Columbia College. You feel me? And I had a good and bad experience. You know, and do I regret it? No, I do not. You know, I wish I would have thought more on what school I wanted to go to, but I would have never met a couple of people that I still talk to today. You know what I'm saying? That actually helped me with what I'm doing now with the music. But a lot of people was just, you know, at Columbia was just so fake, man. You know, I found out who was real, who was fake. You know, and that's just what it was. But I was there 2 years. You know, after I dropped out, I went to South Suburban. I went to South Suburban College for about a year. I took my like elective classes there. You know, like speech, film history, stuff like that. You know, then I dropped that out for a year. I went back to Columbia. I took film history there, and I forgot. I took editing there. Actually, I took screenwriting, and you know, I still know my skills to this day. You know, but you know, it's just one class I didn't like the curriculum. It was just pointless. You know what I'm saying? But and then it was still too much money. I was like, you know what? I dropped out again. So and then after that, I was going to go to Chicago State. I rolled into Chicago State, and I said, you know what, I'm going to go into law enforcement. You know, criminal justice, pretty much. that didn't work out because they wanted me to take loans out. This and I said no. I said, you know what? I'm gonna just work. I had worked a year because way back when I was in college, I didn't work for like 2 years, man. I was going through it, man. My head was finna go down a very dark, destructive path. You know, one of my homies, which I'm gonna mention his name, Heartless, helped me get me back on my track. You feel me? You know, but after this, it didn't go through with Chicago State. You know, Chicago State, you know, because Chicago State at one time was on, I guess, probation of getting closed down. But they wanted me to take out loans. I said, nah, I'm already like 20 grand in debt with school. Nah, I'm good. So I dropped out. I worked for like a year. I think I was working at Domino's. You know, so, you know, and then after that, you know, I went to, you know, no. I went to South Suburban, tried to get back. I can't remember, man. My memory's jammed. But that's what happened. You know, I worked for a year and I went back to school. After South Suburban, you know, like I said, you know, took off maybe a year. I tried to go to Chicago State. After Chicago State, I tried to, then I enrolled. I enrolled in Olive Harvey in 2018, which I'm gonna go to the next part with that, you know. But Columbia College was cool, you know what I'm saying. You know, I learned a lot, met a lot, you know. I didn't tell you, I gotta tell you this. It was one time that Chance was there. Chance was performing, but me and the whole acting class, we had to study together, you know, and stuff like that, you know, for a final, and I couldn't see Chance, you know, in concert. But and I meant to tell y'all, you know, I went to school with Nelly's daughter. You know what I'm saying? And me and her, we kept always looking at each other like we wouldn't say anything. I thought she was attractive. You know, I was like, damn. I'm like, why I'm not saying anything? You know, but yeah, it's a lot of stories I could tell y'all about Columbia. You know what I'm saying? Which I might do that in another video. But I was just say, like, my college experience was great and it wasn't great at all. But overall with Columbia, I wasn't satisfied. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't that satisfied. You know, I'm more in the middle, neutral. You know what I'm saying? I did take the tools that they gave me and I'm utilizing it today. But, you know, overall with Columbia College Chicago, you know, it was cool. I met some great people. I ain't gonna say all, some. But overall, like, I just admit to my mom, my aunt, because they was the real biggest helps, you know, other than my cousin, my aunts and stuff like that. Like my mom and my aunt, you know, I finally told them maybe about a year or two ago that I wasn't satisfied at Columbia. They was really like shocked. I was like, you know, and there's so many stories I could tell you, good and bad, you know, but, you know, it's just, but you know what? That's how I felt, you know. But I will tell y'all this, man. If you go to college, please pick the right college. Pick one, like, go on tours, you know, and because I did go on a tour for Columbia. I really did. And, you know, and I went to orientation and stuff like that. But I will say, you know, college was cool. It was great, you know, at Columbia College. I learned a lot. I utilized it. I had great teachers, phenomenal teachers. I pray they see this video because y'all know who I'm talking about. But yeah, I will say, you know, it's college, you know, like I said, college is not for everybody, but, you know, I want an education. My family's big on education, you feel me? So, you know, and that's really about it about Columbia, you know what I'm saying? And it was so many parties, like I told y'all, I went to, and, you know, it was a lot, you know. We was young, doing dumb stuff. It was a lot we was doing. So, but you know what, though? Like, it's crazy. It's just crazy how everything went with college. But I would say for everybody, you know, for the seniors, you know, I know y'all finna graduate in May, June. You know, like, be happy. You know, live life first. You know, if you don't want to go to college right away, you know, work. I would say at least work. You know, get you a little money, save your money, and then go to college. It's whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But I'll pick the right college. Get a lot of scholarships. A lot of scholarships out here, y'all. It's a lot of scholarships. And did I have a scholarship when I was at Columbia? Yes, I did. You know, I could have had more, you know what I'm saying, where I wouldn't be in depth today. But I would say, like, you know, my college experience was cool, you know, at Columbia. But I'm gonna wait to the second part for Olive Harvey. You feel me? That's one of the best city schools in Chicago. You feel me? And that's where I graduated from. Which I'm gonna get into a little bit of detail in the second part. You feel me? But overall, Columbia was cool. It was satisfying and not satisfying at the same time. Like I said, I'm in a neutral, you know, stage. But I'm going to end this video right now with that. You feel me? I would like everybody to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what y'all want to see on the channel. You feel me? If you're new to the channel, welcome. You know what I'm saying? This is the Storytime College Experience 2013 to 2019 Part 1. Part 2 coming soon. This your boy Taz the Artist. I'm out of here. Peace. Bow.